And we should say congratulations, Euphoria. You won an Emmy. Hey. I know. And that was that kind of proper lockdown Emmys. So where were you?
I was in my living room.
Okay.
I was in my living room, and it was actually really special because I think, you know, had it not been done that way that year, I wouldn't have been able to have my whole family with me. So I did it in my living room. There's my family. My dad, there's my mom's back there. You can't see it in this picture, but her face is like this. Like, it's so cute. My nieces, my little niece, my dog runs out from under the table when everybody starts screaming. It was really, really special. So I got to share it with them, which I couldn't imagine doing that any other way. And if I had done it in a real audience like this in front of everyone, I would just have probably thrown up. I don't know what I would have done. I was so nervous.
But this was the one, wasn't it, where... So how many... There must be 5 nominees?
Yeah, I believe so.
5 nominees, Best Actress in a Drama.
Yes.
But there was someone outside everyone's house.
Yes, in a hazmat suit that looked like a tuxedo. It was actually really cute. But what's not cute is everyone, no matter, all the nominees, someone would be in front of their house in the hazmat suit with an Emmy. And like that. And if you didn't get it, they would just
drive
leave.
off. This is a breakthrough role for you, Jack, because an American accent.
Yes.
Yes.
I was doing an American accent.
What, in that clip?
Yeah. Olivia!
He was.
I feel the Oscar buzz fizzling away.
He was.
No.
I'm so sorry. I heard it. Terrible.
Yes, no.
Yeah. It was good. It was
Thank
good.
you very much.
I heard it. I heard it. It was
You
good.
see, what a lot of actors do when they do an American accent is they tend to just go for, one region of America and they commit to a single American accent. I decided with this role that I would take us on a tour around all 50 states. Sometimes in the same scene. I thought, why just do one when you can show off them all? So I would start the scene talking like I was from New York, and then all of a sudden I'm suddenly speaking like I'm a Cali girl, and by the end of the scene they're stopping me because it sounds like I'm from the Dukes of Hazzard. It went all over the place, but I thought, you know, just show off your skills.
I was particularly pleased that the first story you ever told on the show, about 20 years ago, is in the book. It's the one where you park on a double yellow line for a few moments. Do you know the story I mean?
Oh, yes. Well, that had its repercussions, of course, because, well, I mean, I parked on a double yellow line in Shaftesbury Avenue. It was the day of the state opening of Parliament, and I rushed up to give an audio tape, because, you know, I do audio tapes, to my agent, and I came downstairs. There was a policeman pasting a parking ticket on my windscreen, and I was just furious because I'd only been there for a minute. And so, you know, I tore it off the windscreen and I said, "You've got a dick that small." Because I thought the best thing is to insult him as quickly as possible.
Of course.
And he took umbrage, didn't like it, and he arrested me for breach of the peace and parking on a double yellow line. And then he called for help from other policemen, and there were lots about because it was the state opening of Parliament, and, you know, they're mingling around. And so I was taken in a police car to Bow Street Police Station. And there I was arraigned, and they said, empty your handbag. And I had a few things in my handbag, and one of them was a packet of peppermints. But they're wrapped in silver paper, you see, and that the detective in charge thought that it was drugs. And he said, you know, "What have we got here, then? That's interesting." And I said, "It's just a packet of peppermints, officer." And he said, "No, I think we better check you out, matron." And he got the matron to come and put me in a room privately. And I knew, because I was sharp, that she was going to give me an internal examination. I just knew that. Nothing had been said, but I knew it. So when she locked the door, she went out for a bit, I took all my clothes off immediately. would, you know, if you know you're going to be examined. And she came back in and she said, "You've been here before." I said, "I have not been here before." She said, "Yes, you have. How did you know to take your clothes off?" And I said, "Well, I know you're going to examine me, aren't you? They called you matron, so I knew something was afoot." She said, "Anyway, bend down or lie on the couch or something," and she examined me, my front body and my back body. And, of course, they thought I wouldn't like it.
Adele, congratulations.
Thank you so
Tuesday
much.
night, 3 Brits.
I know, yes.
Do they give you the wink? Do you know at all?
I knew I'd won one of them, not going to lie. I knew but the other two, no, I didn't.
Oh, nice surprise.
I know.
Yeah.
I was lovely.
Yeah,
I'm really happy, Rita.
And I don't know if anyone will noticed on Tuesday night when you were sat on the piano singing, microphone in right hand, I felt left hand didn't move as much as normal. It seemed heavier than normal. Is there...
As if I would ever tell anyone if I was or wasn't. It's lovely, though, isn't it?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
I have to say, as a casual observer, it looks like you are.
All right.
OK. I'm taking that as a yes. When a friend is on the show, I feel bad bringing it up because, you know, you kind of think life has moved on, but you do bring it up. You do recreate things on your socials, like the famous turkey scene. Yeah. So you decided to really do this.
Anything for the gram. Yes, I did put... Oh, God, I'm such an idiot. I don't... You know, people say, well, aren't you supposed to be kind of mysterious or aloof or... It's like, isn't Instagram just to be yourself? And so I'm pretty goofy. But yes, I decided it was Thanksgiving. I was going to put a turkey on my head, and that's not a real turkey. I didn't know where to get one like that. So I did, excuse me to all the vegans, I put a real turkey on my head. Oh, my God.
We've got the
when
clip.
I tell you it was so gross.
You tell us while we watch this,
Okay.
because it's not as easy as you'd think.
No.
Here we go. Obviously, vegan discretion advised. So now, what have you put on your head?
A towel, and then I also had like a little plastic. Oh, girl. Oh, no. There's music playing. It looked better than this one. And then you can't hear talking. I was not the legs. Everything.
But now you had a special butcher in to help.
Okay, so in Scream, there's a girl named Melissa Barrera, who I love, and we became really good friends. She came over with her husband, who's a butcher. That's what it looked like afterwards, and I ate it, so there you go. He cut it so it fit over my head.
Penelope, we begin with bad news, because you were meant to be here in the studio.
Yeah, I was meant to be there with you, and I'm really sad not to be able to be there today.
Yeah, right.
No, truly, because I love traveling with Pedro when we're promoting a film. I love your show. I love London. It was going to be a short, nice, fun trip, but wasn't possible.
Oh, well, well, it's lovely you're here in Zoom land. So that's terrific. But there is disappointment among the guests. James, I know you were looking forward to meeting Penelope again.
I nearly left. This is why I was here. To smell you. Just to be near you. Yeah.
But you have met before.
We've met a couple of times, yes.
Yeah, I remember we met at the BAFTA.
Yes, we did. I was very excited to see you. I was presenting the Best Actress award, and of course you won it, because you're the Best Actress. And, yeah, she won. And don't look so surprised, Pedro. And you probably directed her, because you've done, like, 90% of her film. And as she came towards me, she went, "I am so glad that this is you." And I was like...
I've seen your imitation of me before in that show. I know what you do.
She goes, "I'm so glad that it's you." I'm like, "I'm so glad it's you." And as I presented her the BAFTA, I kicked her really hard in the toe.
No, I don't remember that
You
part.
don't?
No, but I promise you, next time I see you, I will be able to do your accent and I will imitate you.
Okay. I love it. And do it brilliantly or do it badly. I love it either way.
I must say, we've got a picture of you backstage at the BAFTAs, and just look at James here. You look like the cat that got the lipstick. Like,
do you know what? When I was younger, for some reason, my lips used to go incredibly red, and people would always say to me, "Are you wearing lipstick?" And I'd be like, "What?" But
Wait,
yeah,
you're not wearing lipstick.
I'm not.
No, of course this isn't the spoiler. But so there are, there are set twos. You have some tetchy moments and words, and obviously you can kill them. But can we talk about the sex scene? It's one of the best sex scenes I've seen in forever.
Oh.
That sex scene. Who put that together? Seriously. No, it's not like they're kind of like prancing around naked. It's a really clever. Did you guys put that together? Did Ridley Scott put it together?
No, we had nothing to do with it. Excuse me, I'm just trying to cover my universe over here.
And of course, it's not just you in it. Other screen legends, Jeremy Irons.
In the sex scene?
But
No,
Jeremy is in it.
Jeremy was particularly. He was great.
He was behind the camera.
Why are you having sex? I'd like to know.
I heard you talking somewhere today how your height difference makes those stunts more complicated.
Thank you, Graham.
I didn't say it. Zendaya said it.
No, that is a good story.
It's a good story. Well, you see, there's a particular stunt. I don't know if it's in this, but there's Spider-Man swings us on top of a bridge, and he places me there.
Oh, there you are.
That's the bridge.
Yeah, that's the bridge.
We eventually jump off of that. I was
Great.
screaming. Yeah. So he's supposed to gently, rest MJ on the bridge and walk away from her. Because of our height difference, I obviously, if we're on the same point,
Yeah, 'cause we were attached, weren't we?
we were attached. I would land before him because my feet obviously hit the ground before he does. So, what would happen?
Well, it's called a bottom mark, isn't it? And the bottom mark is it's a thing that they do in stunts that is basically designed to stop you shattering your kneecaps.
Oh, yeah.
So Zendaya would land, and I'm the superhero. I'm supposed to look cool. And she would land, and then I would sort of land like this, and my feet would swing from underneath me, and then she would catch me. And then be like, cut! And I'm like, stop doing that!
But you were actually very, very lovely about it. You were like, oh my gosh, thank you.
It's so nice to be caught for a change.
You also appeared in now what is one of the biggest films of all time, Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Everyone loves it. Everyone loves Spider-Man.
I went to see it in the cinema, and when you guys appeared, the cheer was amazing.
Yeah.
You saw it in the cinema, but you went to see it.
It's so cool. Yeah, I mean, it's so. I finished playing. I'm far too old to be playing Spider-Man now, but they asked me back, and it's the sweetest thing ever. Because I put that to bed. I was like, no, I'm good. I'm done. That's lovely. And Tom Holland is just the best. So I just kind of became a fan again. And then they asked me to do it, and Toby was doing it. I was like, it's Toby's. I've got to do it if Toby's doing it. It's fine.
And at least you weren't the oldest.
Exactly. But he's my Spider-Man. So it's like, I would practice his lines in the mirror when I was at drama school. Like, I was very high at the time. But my friend Terry McGinnis, he would crack up and he would look at me like, yeah, you'll never play Spider-Man, Andy. And then here we are. And but me and Toby, we became friends, and we snuck in to a theatre in Los Angeles on the opening weekend, and we were just two, middle-aged white guys in baseball hats and masks, and we just kind of, absorbed them. It was, special things in the middle of a pandemic as well.
And it's one of those things, I mean, when you've had a big success in a role like that, going back to it, did it feel like a high-risk thing to do?
Yeah, it was a stupid idea. It was a really, really scary thing to attempt, yeah. Especially just the costume. Oh, God. 38-year-old man in a spandex, you know.
They are unforgiving, those costumes.
Yeah, they are. Intimidating, yeah, very intimidating.